Before we get to the dealership walk video, in case you haven't heard, I have a new giveaway going on with Lasfit that ends December 28th. Go down in the description of this video, click the link, and get entered to win some great stuff from the Lasfit website. And a good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dell Toyota. We are here in Thorndale, Pennsylvania. We were actually here 2 weeks ago, but we returned because there's a few Tundras here. I want to show you. It's a question that comes up on the channel quite often. And then after that, I'm going to tell you about the discount they're offering you, the viewer, here at Dell Toyota. So let's go through these first. The TRD Off Road package. What is the difference when you go through the trims? Now, you can get TRD Off Road in SR5, Limited, Platinum, and 1794. The good news is the TRD Off Road is the same thing at the core in all of the different trims of Tundra. Locking rear diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control, Bilstein suspension, an all-terrain tire. On the inside, it's a TRD shifter, it's a red engine start button, it is sport pedals. That's pretty much what the TRD off-road package is. Now, when you go up through the trims, there are slight differences, and we're gonna go over them today. So I asked Dell Toyota, who was nice enough to put some of the trims up here so we can take a look. All right, so let's start with this. This is a Lunar TRD Off-Road SR5 Crewmax 5.5-foot bed. What's different on the SR5 when you go TRD off-road is you get an 18-inch wheel and tire package like this. Michelin LTX Trails, 18-inch wheel. When you go up into the other trims, it's a 20-inch wheel. But like I said, you still get the Bilstein suspension, locker diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control, TRD off-road decal on the back there. When you go TRD off-road on SR5, it chromes the surround and it blacks out the badging and it chromes the rear bumper. You got a TRD grill up front as well. The TRD grill on Limited and SR5 is black. On Platinum and 1794 is more of a gray. You got LED headlights on this one. Here's some of the things you can expect on the TRD off-road here. So you got the 18-inch TRD alloy wheels with the all-terrain tires, TRD grill, TRD off-road bedside decal, off-road suspension with Bilstein shocks, skid plates, mud guards, red TRD engine start button, TRD leather F ship knob, aluminum sport pedals, electronically controlled lock and rear differential, multi-terrain select, crawl control, downhill assist control, okay? Now when it comes, by the way, this truck, 59574, this has the 8-inch screen, fabric seats. You could get the 14-inch screen, you could get the Softex heated seats. There's a thing called TRD Off-Road Premium Package, which adds those heated Softex seats. A lot of things you can do in SR5, but the off-road package itself is pretty much the same thing. This does not have the bed lights and outlet because that comes with the 14-inch screen. And you could also get TRD Off-Road Crewmax 5.5-foot bed, Crewmax 6.5-foot bed on SR5, and double cab with the 6.5-foot bed. So that is what the TRD Off-Road package is on SR5. Biggest difference, the wheels. And again, if you're looking for appearance-wise, the chrome surround, chrome rear bumper. Next door, we have another one in blueprint. Thought I'd show you this one as well. On the inside of this one has the 8-inch screen and the fabric seats as well. Same setup as last time. SR5 convenience package is what gives you the blind spot monitoring, the parking sensors, and the bigger fuel tank. Non-skid spray and liner. 58148. Also, you will see in here, it says skid plates. One thing you need to know, because a lot of people bring this up as well. They get their Tundra, and then they look under it, and they say, this doesn't have the TRD skid plate. The TRD skid plate is something different. That comes on the TRD Pro. The regular TRD off-road skid plate is a black, smaller skid plate. So unless you see in the options TRD skid plate over here separately, it has the black one. If you do have TRD skid plate as an option over here, it's the one that's on the TRD Pro. So there's another SR5. Two great examples there. We're gonna skip this one momentarily because this is the TRD Pro, what I wanna end on. But this one, I don't think I've ever seen supersonic red on a Limited. So when you go Limited TRD off-road, first off, let's talk about the look. Instantly, when you go TRD off-road on Limited, it body color and blacks out everything, okay? So no chrome surround or anything like that. If you look at a regular Limited, it's machine silver and chrome everywhere. So body color and blacks out a lot. These are the wheels you get on Limited 1794 and Platinum when you go TRD off-road, but it still has the lock and rear diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control, and the Bilstein suspension. You got the black TRD grille up front. This has the 360 camera, and then standard features on the inside of the Limited are like the 14-inch screen, soft text heated and ventilated front seats, digital gauge cluster. You could go iForce or iForce Max on the Limited as well. You can't do that on SR5. And as far as TRD Off Road package, you could go 5.5 foot bed, 6.5 foot bed on the Crew Max cab. There is no more double cab when it comes to the Limited. They discontinued that. Supersonic ride looks really good. Best part about the Limited TRD Off Road is it body colors everything out. Now this one has a lot of options on it because you know how Limited is. You can go some options, all options, or no options, just the bare minimum Limited. But this has optional premium auto leveling headlights. The 360 camera is there, has the pano roof on the top. This is a nicely loaded one. 2025, of course, you got the JBL, Limited Premium, Limited Power. There's your TRD Off Road, pretty much the same exact thing as the SR5. Premium paint, $475. You got the moonroof, TRD front skid plate. There it is. So that's the TRD Pro skid plate right there, $380. Heated leather wrap steering wheel, nicely loaded. 68,735. Once again, iForce or iForce Max. This has the bed lights and outlet, not standard and Limited, but this one has it. So that's a nice truck there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Supersonic red. Looks amazing. Now, we don't have a Platinum to look at here. We do have my 1794 TRD Off Road, which is the same level of luxury as Platinum. So basically the moral of the story is even with the Platinum in 1794, the TRD Off Road package is the same as the SR5 and the Limited. The differences are the features that are available in the 1794 and Platinum, like genuine leather heated and ventilated front and rear seats, the pano, the JBL, the digital gauge cluster. All of that is standard. On the 1794 and the Platinum, you can get the TRD Off Road package, Crew Max 5.5 foot bed or 6.5 foot bed, and it also comes iForce or iForce Max. So TRD Off Road package, the moral of this story is pretty much the same on all of the Tundras, regardless of trim. The differences come in what surrounds the trim. Once again, with SR5, you could go TRD Off Road package or TRD Off Road premium package, and that adds like the soft text heated seats. So the actual core of the TRD Off Road package is the same among all trims. And then depending on what trim you are looking at, you can add features along with it. But locking rear diff, multi-terrain, select crawl control, Bilstein suspension, that's the big deal. Now, another TRD Pro, we saw a mud bath last week at Fred Bean's. Now we're seeing a magnetic gray. Gotta love the TRD Pro. Now, with talking about TRD off-road package and off-road capability and everything, this is pretty much the top of the line when it comes to off-road capability for Toyota Tundra. Now, this truck is an iForce Max. It only comes iForce Max. Crew Max, 5.5 foot bed, 4x4 iForce Max, the only way you can get it. This is like a very well-built Limited. On the inside, you're going to see TRD heated and ventilated seats. Got some camo on there. 14-inch screen, digital gauge cluster. It has the pano roof. It's loaded. Pretty much one way, like I said, a well-built Limited. Now, you got the TRD Pro exclusive features that are on this as well, like the Toyota Heritage Grille up front. You got the TRD light bar. You got the fog lights. You have the marker lights because this is 1.6 inches wider than a regular Tundra because of offset and because of the over fenders. So that's DOT compliance right there. Premium auto leveling headlights. TRD Pro written up on the hood. You got the Fox suspension, 1.1 inch lift in the front. You got the TRD skid plate. You got the TRD sway bar. This has the nice TRD aluminum steps on the side. Camo everywhere. Dual tip TRD exhaust. It says TRD Pro across the tailgate. This one has a spray-on liner. If we come around the front, you will see the TRD skid plate. See if I can get you that one. Now that's the TRD skid plate there. So a very loaded up Tundra ready for the off-road. And this one doesn't come with a lot over here because it's pretty much loaded one way. 76,668 2025 TRD Pro. So this is the second time we're seeing a TRD Pro this year for 2025, and the second time we're seeing an iForce Max. So what's your thoughts? I think Mag Gray is so nice. So we got some nice ones here. You've seen the off-roads, you've seen the Pro. That's pretty much what they offer when it comes to off-road capability style packages on the Tundra. There is the TRD Rally. We don't have one to film today, but we will go take a walk down the line here to the other Tundras, because we just did this dealership walk about 2 weeks ago to see the Terra SR5, but I figured I'll show you what they have left. Do a quick little one here. Also, so I talked to my contact here, Josh, and I said, what can we do for the viewers as far as discounts? And he said this: if you come to Dell Toyota and you mention Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel and ask for Josh, who is the sales manager here, he will offer up to 10% off on the Tundras, depending on which truck it is. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in a Tundra, as you can see, they have a good amount, and what we saw up there, come check it out. So we'll go through these real quick. We're not gonna do a detailed walk. If you wanna see that, I was here 2 weeks ago. I don't think the lineup will change too much, but I will tell you, there were a couple Tundras that I was aiming to see, that I had set up to see, and they sold in the last couple days. They moved Tundras pretty good here. So we have the Limited. This is a blueprint, kind of like what we just saw, TRD Off Road. Looking real good there. It's a nice looking truck. Can't go wrong with Limited TRD Off Road. This is the one we came to film 2 weeks ago. This is the Terra SR5 TRD Off Road. Good looking truck. I love this thing. I'm actually surprised it's still here. This has the 8-inch screen. It has the fabric seats. We have an SR5 TRD Off Road, another SR5 TRD Off Road ice cap, regular SR5. We have the Nightshade blueprint. That's beautiful. I don't remember seeing that last time. It's a nice one. By the way, if you're in the market for a Tacoma, I think this place is Tacoma heaven. There's so many here, so might want to check them out. SR5 TRD Off Road in Lunar. We have a Platinum. Lunar SR5 again. SR5 regular, but it has the 20-inch wheel and tire package upgrade from TRD. We got Nightshade in black. We got Nightshade again in Smoke Mesquite. We got the Lifted Limited. This has the TRD 3-inch lift. No TRD off-road package. It looks actually like it's trimmed down a little bit because it has the regular LEDs, not the premium auto leveling ones. But it has the TRD 3-inch lift if you want to see that. Nice. We have another SR5 TRD Off-Road. SR5 TRD Off-Road, they have a lot of them. Regular SR5, and we have the SR5 Lunar there. So as you can see, they have a lot of Tundras. I think this one's pretty cool for sure. And if you're looking and in the market, let's see what the price is of this one. Oh, I can't see. 64,663. Got the TRD lift and the black emblem overlays and the steps. So if you're in the market for a Tundra, you might want to check this place out. Like I said, they're offering up to 10% off. Ask for Josh, who is the sales manager, and tell him the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel sent you. So I hope today helped. I wanted to do a little different of a walk for you today and show you the differences when it comes to the TRD off-road package, because that is one of the popular questions. I kind of base my dealership walks off of what you guys are asking for. And, you know, I want to point you in the right direction. These trucks aren't cheap, so let me know what you think in the comments below. And the best thing I could tell you is the TRD off-road package is pretty much the same exact thing when it comes to the Tundra. The stuff that's built around it, yeah, that's different. But overall, lock and rear diff, multi-terrain select, crawl control, Bilstein suspension, and an off-road tire with some goodies as far as interior, like a shifter, sport pedals, stuff like that. It's all the same. So found a nice one, a quicksand baby. Gotta love this color. This was the special TRD Pro color for 2016, and then it came to the other trims and was discontinued before the new generation. This here is an SR5 double cab. So that means 6.5-foot bed, and the back seats, you can fit 3 adults, no problem. This has Toyota safety sense on it and still has the antenna on the fender, which means this is a 2018 or 2019. And I could already see on the inside, it has the column shifter. So it's a 6-seater inside. The previous owner did put a lift, wheels, and tires on this. And you got some nice Predator Pro style steps. There you go. Doesn't have a sticker on it yet. It says this vehicle is not for sale. You got fabric seats. You got the 7-inch screen, you got the CD player, there's the column shifter. That center console moves up and can be a 6th seat. You have the big 6.5 foot bed here. I like the lift that's on it. It gives it a really nice look. This generation of Tundra already has a great look to it, but when you put the right wheels and tires and lift on it, it really brings out what this truck can be. And this is obviously 4x4. Quicksand, great color. I guess my question would be this. Do you think this color should have stuck around into the new generation? The good news is for 2025, we have Mud Bath as the TRD Pro color, which is a little bit darker of a version of this. But I was always a huge fan of this color. Once again, 2016 TRD Pro color that came to the other trims the following years. I like this color so much. If you watch any of my other videos, you will see behind me, there's a TRD Pro front grille on the wall that has the quicksand surround. So that's how much I like this. Still has a CD player, which I'm a huge fan of. Got like 500 CD book at home that used to be in my old Tundras, but now is useless. This is before push button start and everything. This is a pretty basic Tundra. Once again, a 2018 or 2019. In 2018, Toyota Safety Sense came out, and that's what you're seeing there. This has the halogen headlamps with the LED strip. So in 2018, they put LED headlights and fog lights on the Tundras, but if it was a lower end SR5 or SR, it remained with the halogen headlamp and the LED strip on the bottom. In the new generation Tundra, you can't get a 6-seater, but back in these days, you could. And as I showed you on the inside, that center console pops up to fit 6 people. This one has a column shifter. If you have just a regular center console, you will get the floor mounted shifter, but this gives you more capability. You could not get Crew Max with the 6.5 foot bed in this generation. So if you wanted that 6.5 foot bed, you had to get the double cab. But once again, you could fit people in the back seats, no problem in this one. You're not gonna be able to tell. Obviously it's locked, but I've owned quite a few double cabs from this generation. 3 adults, no problem. In the new generation double cab, not so much. You're not going to fit much back there. It's a lot tighter, but I wanted to show you this one on my way home because we were just talking about quicksand and if people like it or dislike it. But the way this one is set up in more of a newer setting, meaning 2018 and beyond, when we started to see safety sense and a new gauge cluster, but this one has a lift, wheels and tires. What's your thoughts? Is this something you would consider?